Welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Sold Sign Real Estate Unplugged. We are your favorite hosts and realtors, Lauren
and Naya.
And we are so happy you are back with us with another episode. So let's get right into the story for the week.
All right. So this realtor shares, I once had a client, a young Black couple, who came to me after a frustrating experience with another realtor. They told me the agent had been showing them homes only in specific neighborhoods, even though they expressed interest in others. They later found out that the areas they were steered towards were predominantly minority communities, while homes in wealthier, more diverse areas were not even mentioned. Hearing this, I was shocked and disappointed. I knew this practice called steering was illegal and unethical, but it's still happening today. Realtors are supposed to provide equal opportunities for all clients, regardless of their race or background. I assured the couple that I would work with them fairly and show them homes based on their preferences, not on assumptions. As we searched together, I showed them options in all the neighborhoods they were interested in. Eventually, they found a beautiful home in a neighborhood they originally wanted, but hadn't been shown by the previous realtor. It was a proud moment when they closed on their dream home, knowing they were treated with respect and given full access to all their options. This experience taught me that discrimination in real estate is still a serious issue. It's crucial for agents to stand up against it and for clients to be aware of their rights. Home buyers deserve to have control over where they want to live, free from bias or discrimination.
I'm just mad this is like not still a thing, but was even a thing. Period. Like, really? Okay, so steering, because the realtor mentioned that the other realtor was steering them. I mean, you could talk about like what steering.
So steering is basically a discriminatory practice where realtors are guiding clients into specific neighborhoods or communities that are, based on their race or ethnicity. So obviously this is illegal and it does not, it's against the Fair Housing Act. And so basically when you're steering clients into certain neighborhoods, certain communities, you're reinforcing obviously discrimination, segregation by trying to keep them in certain communities or areas. And this couple was very clear about areas that they wanted to look in, and you're showing them homes based on an assumption of where you think they should be.
Not where they want to be, but where
you think they should
be. How dare you? I feel like that's using your power, like,
yeah, because they are cutting off access,
right?
Like access and opportunities for them, for what they wanted.
And that's you holding power over somebody. Like, oh no, I control which houses you see because I'm your realtor. So I'm only going to, your portal is only going to be set up to the homes and the areas that I think you should be living in. And then when you send me a house that I think you should not be living, I'm going to say, oh, it's not available. Ooh. Or whatever it is that they say. Like, that's you holding power. And that is like wrong as hell. You can't be doing stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Like, no, that pisses me off. You cannot be doing stuff like what? Because I was just thinking like, damn, that is holding like a lot of power in your hands, because it's kind of like, well, you want to see that? I don't have to show it to you. Well,
you can say anything.
Right. As a real, knowing that I have the key as a realtor, I have the key to the houses, and knowing that my buyer is not going to get in there unless I show it to them. So the answer is no, I'm not going to show you this in this really nice, wealthy neighborhood where you really want to live, but I don't think you should be living there. So we're going to show you over here in this, where all the other Black people are, or Hispanic people, or, women, whatever the minority is. Like, come on.
That's crazy.
Like, are you serious? Like, not, I don't want to live in certain areas. And how dare you? Like, you could never.
You can't choose that. For you me? Can't choose or say that for me.
No.
Or assume or not give me access to something because of your assumption.
Right.
That's
so what if
crazy.
the majority wanted to live where the minority lives? So what if a white person decided that they wanted to live where minority people live because maybe let's say because of the budget, because of their budget's lower or whatever. So they want to move to a certain area because that's what fits within their budget. Are you not going to show them those homes because that's where minorities live and where you have been steering minorities? Like how do you even control that? And then I'm hoping that buyers, but you control where you live. You also control what realtor you use.
Absolutely.
So you can drop a realtor at any moment. Don't feel like you are obligated in your buyer agreement contract. It should say in the DMV, it says like you can cancel in writing via email easily. Just I no longer want you to represent me. Once that's sent, you're good. You can now go find somebody else because there is at any point it is no way right for a realtor to be telling you where you should be living. If you give them a specific areas of where you want to be, they need to follow that. And what your budget is, they also need to follow that and be respectful. If they can't, red flag. That is a huge red flag. Get out and go find another realtor. Like anybody else, because there's majority of the realtors are not like that, especially not the ones we know and we work with. So
that's crazy.
That pissed me off. Child, when I read this, I'm like, this is not still happening, but obviously it is. So, okay, good to know.
This kind of makes me think of when we were talking about the appraiser coming into the home and like devaluing it because it was like
that was on season 1, y'all.
Yeah,
go watch season 1.
Go back to that one. But yeah, so
that was a big one too.
You know as a home buyer that you have a right to look in the neighborhoods, areas, communities that you desire to look in. You know, the only thing that can keep you from a home is your pre-approval.
Right. Yes.
Okay. And that's it. That's just the bottom line. So you are, like Lauren said, in control of who you work with, where you decide to live, and know that you have rights under the Fair Housing Act. If you feel like you're not being served well, in addition to obviously finding a new realtor, I mean, I would say go ahead and file a complaint.
Yes, I was just about to say that. Report them, okay?
Okay, I'm not scared of a report.
Very much. Yeah, report them. And I know you got the documentation too. Yeah. Because if you have it, keep it and report them. Let them get fired and or fined. They deserve it. So
because if they've done it to you and you're speaking up about it, imagine how many other people they've done it to, and they may not have spoken up about it.
That is so true. Y'all speak up
if they're doing it to somebody, if they're doing it to you, they've done it to somebody else. This is not their first time.
And the fact that they're still doing it means they probably were not, like you said, reported.
Yeah. So report them.
Yes, I was just about to say that. Yes. Please report them. You don't know who to report them to? The National Association of Realtors.
Yes.
Report them. You need the number. We will provide it. Like, report them so they can get fined. And like, a little fine. I don't want them to get fined. As realtors, we make a good amount of money. So a fine sometimes is like, okay, I'll pay it. But they're going to go right back out here and do the exact same thing. So I don't know what NARS or, what the I don't know what their rules are when it comes to that. It's very illegal. Let's get that. Like, they put that out there for fair housing. Very illegal, very unethical. But I think they do have different fines and or tiers. I just feel like you out. Because it's playing very racist. So you're done. That's how I feel. You can't have that type of power. That's like a judge having some type of power and then knowing that you got people coming in front of you, but you're racist and you don't like certain minorities. So no, you can't do that. We hold a certain amount of power and we got to hold all realtors accountable. Even if that was something we were doing, right? We are minority realtors, but we are only putting the majority in, I don't know, majority places. I don't know, like whatever it is. But like Naya said, please report them. Don't let them say something.
Yeah,
like, don't let them get away with it, because we need those type of people out of the industry. We don't need them here.
Absolutely.
The quicker we get them out, the quicker we can do a lot better.
Yes, and serve people well.
Thank you. Yes. Oh, that pissed me off.
Yeah. So if you feel like you have been steered, are being steered, don't be afraid to speak up for yourself, advocate for yourself, find another realtor, but also hold that person accountable so that they don't continue to do it to others and, taint our professional field, our industry. So that's all I have.
Yes. So
okay.
Yes. So just like she said, y'all make sure y'all report them. That's my biggest thing, my biggest takeaway. So thank you guys so much for joining us for yet another episode. Please like, comment, subscribe. We are on YouTube. I'm sure that's where you're watching us. You will also find us on TikTok and Instagram, and all our podcast audio is on every single platform. So please enjoy it, watch it, like, comment again, and subscribe. And we hope to see you here next week. Bye.